Welcome to your 2 a.m. debates. Tonight, some of the world's most asked questions will finally be answered as two special guests battle it out until one's reigns superior. You better get ready, because this is serious. And now it's time to meet your host and tonight's moderator, Jenna Hernandez.
Welcome, everyone, to your 2 a.m. debates. I'm Jenna Hernandez, and tonight we are debating probably one of the most commonly asked questions between the ages of 13 and 14. Is a hot dog a sandwich? We have Isaac on the side of, no, it is not a sandwich, can never be a sandwich. And then we have Ernest over here on the side of, absolutely is a sandwich, don't see how it can't be. So we're going to hear from both sides today and hopefully find an answer to this very important question. Isaac, you just wiped ink on your face.
Ink all over your eye.
I got ink. Oh my god. Way to start off the podcast. Do I get it off, or am I just spreading
first
it?
5
You got
seconds.
it off a little bit, yeah. It kind of just looks like a vein now.
No, now you look more intimidating.
Yeah?
Look at black eye.
Right, yeah.
Like, I've been in the streets.
Right. So, the sake of the argument. Okay.
All right.
All right. Hopefully it's gone.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah. Is it good
You're
now?
good. You're good.
All
All
right.
right.
You're making me emotional. I don't know why.
Yeah. I'm already getting heated. Yes, I do believe that a hot dog is not a sandwich. You know, when you go in and you order, it's a hot dog, and just because bread is added to something doesn't mean it's a sandwich.
That is fact. That is true.
Ernest, do you have an opening statement you would like to say?
Yeah. I'll go ahead and open it up. So I believe it is a sandwich. But hear me out.
Yeah.
Hot dog is a hot dog.
Yeah, it is.
I think it should be its own category.
Yes.
Technically, it's a hot dog.
Yeah, so we
But
agree.
if we were to have to classify it, whether it is or isn't a sandwich, I go sandwich.
But it's not a sandwich, though.
But it is.
It's not.
We'll get into that in a second.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So now that you've each presented opening statements, I'm also going to flip this because it makes a lot of noise. All right. Now we're going to get into the full-on conversational debate style here. So Isaac, feel free to bring up as many points as you would like.
Okay.
And once you're done, Ernest, you will then have your turn to bring up as many points as you would like, and then rebuttals from both.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
so Isaac, why do you feel a hot dog is not a sandwich?
Hot dog is not a sandwich. Like in this point, I'd say like definitions, especially like in cooking, like matter. Yes, like things in cooking can obscure. You could say a hot dog is a sandwich, but then I could say, well, a hot dog is a taco.
How did I know you're going to say that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then why can't I just say like, you know what? Actually, sandwiches are under the category of tacos.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, and that's why like I try to make the argument like because like bread is added to something doesn't mean that, like it's a sandwich. Like it's its own thing. Like would you like for instance, quesadilla, right?
Okay.
Would you-
Quesadilla, hit me with it.
is that a grilled cheese?
Is it a grilled cheese? I mean, technically.
Yes, it is a grilled cheese. But like when you come to me and you say, "Hey, can I get a quesadilla?" and I give you like 2 white pieces of toast like with cheese in the middle, like are you gonna be like, "Oh, what is that?"
A quesadilla?
Yeah, you're gonna say quesadilla, right? But like it's not a quesadilla.
Okay.
That's a grilled cheese,
Right.
You know.
A sandwich.
Yes, that's a sandwich. That's a sandwich. The quesadilla, not so particularly a sandwich, but it's built like a sandwich.
It sounds like it's a sandwich.
It sounds like it, but it's not. Like
Why is it not?
because it's technically its own category. Because then like you could say like actually a sandwich is a quesadilla.
Because of the type of bread.
Sure, but like, what about the hot dog then? Like, what makes because it's a different type of bread? Like,
I mean, yeah, okay, so hear me out.
all right, go ahead.
Hear me out. I did a little bit of research.
All right, research.
All right? Ready to hear me out.
Hearing you,
John Montague.
Montague,
I don't know if you know this guy, but he's
No.
the 4th Earl of Sandwich.
the 4th Earl of Sandwich.
I don't know what that means either, but he is the inventor of sandwiches.
Really?
So it turns out this guy had a gambling problem. Real bad.
Yeah.
And he didn't want to stop gambling, losing money. He was frustrated because he would have to like stopped the game to go get some food.
Right.
So he wanted something portable,
Right.
something he could eat with his hands.
Yeah.
Sandwich
Yeah.
comes
Of
to play.
course. Right.
So he created it so it could be portable. You could eat it with your hands.
Yeah.
Hot dog,
Right.
portable.
Mm-hmm.
You can eat it with your hands.
So,
It's not a sandwich.
I mean, I can eat it like a bread bowl, technically portable, and you want to call that like a sandwich, you know? Like, but that's just like really a soup and a bread and a big bowl bread bowl.
But that's not a hot dog.
Right. But
Let's keep it a hot
but it's
dog.
not a
let's
sandwich.
Let's keep it a hot dogs here. Let's keep it a
Right.
hot dogs.
all right, so right with the hot dog, right? That's what I'm saying is that like okay, comparison to it, the corn dog.
Corn dog.
Would you call the corn dog a sandwich?
It's enclosed.
Yeah, but then would you call that a burrito?
Could be a burrito, actually.
Right.
But it's on a stick.
right.
So I feel like the stick would be the determining factor on there.
Well, what about the mini corn dogs when they're not on a stick?
So those are burritos.
Well, yeah, but then like, right, it's not a sandwich though. That's why I'm saying like a hot dog is then just a hot dog. Like you don't need the breading to it. It's still the hot dog. Like you just add the breading to it to actually make it more portable and to hold the toppings.
That's the sandwich.
Shh, I mean,
Oh.
not really.
Yeah.
It is true. I do have it stated in my notes that the sandwich originated through John Montague, 4th Earl of Sandwich, and his whole idea is it's a bread enclosed convenience food.
But then like that's just like the argument of like everything that's enclosed in bread, you know, like pies. Would you call pies sandwiches?
I would say maybe.
But hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
Hear me out.
Yeah.
When you have, okay, back in history. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go back in history again because I'm gonna keep doing that.
Yeah.
First ever sandwich, meat sandwich, meat in it.
Right. Of course.
If you break down hot dogs just to its basic form,
Mm-hmm.
2 bread, meat. That's not a meat sandwich.
Yes, that's a meat sandwich.
So technically, it's a sandwich.
right, but then take away like the bread.
Why
and-
would you take away the bread?
Right. Why would you? Right. And that's the thing. It's still like a hot dog on its own. And like that's why I'm saying is that like even like burgers, you know, like
Okay, burgers.
right. Like burgers, how do I say it? They're under like where you see burgers and sandwiches, right? But the thing is though is that like you wouldn't call like a burger like a sandwich. Like you would say like I would like a burger, please. You know, same thing with like a hot dog. I would like a hot dog. And that's why I'm saying like a hot dog, right, you could say yes, is under the sandwich category. However, that's what I'm saying is like when it comes to the definitions, especially like cooking,
Right.
it then starts to then overlap one another where then I can start to say like actually every sandwich is actually a taco.
Okay. But hear me out. Have you been to McDonald's lately?
Yeah.
Okay, but have you used their app? Side note.
No.
Use the app. Because the app gives you a bunch of deals.
We're not being sponsored.
All right.
by
I know we're not sponsored by
McDonald's.
McDonald's, but it's a good idea that you can get like 25% off every order. Anyways.
Yeah.
Not a sponsor.
If you were to go on the app and you want to order food, burgers are under sandwiches.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know burgers are under like the category of
Of sandwich.
sandwiches. Right. Like, but you always say like a burger. You don't say like I
Yeah.
like the sandwich. You know.
But technically a Big Mac is a sandwich.
Right, but that's why I'm starting to say like where we can start to overlap and say, and then actually on that side note, when you go to like Steak and Shake, for instance, where's the hot dog? It's not with the burgers and the sandwiches. It's actually like on the side, like of its own thing. Like it's a hot dog,
Okay.
you know.
All right. You got a point there.
And then like at the same time, you know, like that's what I'm saying. Like, well, what if we all of a sudden crossed over like into a different country and like they're saying like, oh, like, sorry to go back to the taco, but that's just like I love tacos. You know what I mean, right?
I mean, I love tacos.
Yeah, exactly,
I love
right.
tacos.
And like that's what I'm saying, like where we can be like, you know what? Because that's where I'm like, that's another thing where I see like something that's enclosed, it's cased, like it's not it's corn or flour, so it could be bread or it could be corn.
Right.
And that's the thing is that like actually your bottom or your bread could technically not be bread. It could be corn. The topping could be at the bottom. And that's the same thing as like wraps. Like when you
Okay.
go to like a wrap, you know, like that's always like next to sandwiches, but that's not a sandwich, it's a wrap, right? Right, but but for some reason it's like next to it. It's somehow like a weird subcategory, but people hate like when they say like when they get like a sandwich and then all of a sudden it's actually a wrap. It's like no.
Right.
Right.
Okay, but hear me out. Mm-hmm. I keep saying that, but hear me out.
Yeah, here you go.
I'll say it again. We live in 2023.
Yeah, 2023, right.
This is a new world.
Right, diversity matters. Not everything's a sandwich.
Not everything's a sandwich. Everything should be classified.
Mm-hmm.
No, it shouldn't. We should just let things be free, right?
Yeah.
So if you believe that it's a sandwich, you believe it's a sandwich. If you don't believe it's a sandwich, you don't believe it's a sandwich. It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
But if I were to go on the McDonald's app,
Right.
a burger is a sandwich.
Okay.
If they sold hot dogs, it would be under the sandwich category. But they don't.
I beg to differ.
If I go to Subway,
Mm-hmm.
the bread
Yeah.
connected like a hot dog.
I still beg to differ. I think like the hot dog would actually be with like the chicken nuggets category. Like I think it would be like on
With the
side.
chicken nuggets.
Yeah, like on the side of its own, like with like the chicken nuggets and like the fries and like the other like random stuff on the side. Like
So
that's
you
where
thi-
I would see
So
it.
hot dogs are a second class
Yeah,
meal.
because like where you would see like on fast food, you'd always see burgers and sandwiches. You
Okay.
would never see in like the hot dog like in with it. You'd always see like the hot dog like kind of like randomly like with like the other like chicken tenders or like something else on the side.
I went to Portobello's.
Yeah.
Portobello's?
Right,
Yeah. Their hot dogs are mainstream. That's what they.
right, and that's what I'm saying. They have hot dogs, burgers, shakes. That's it. Like. Yeah, like there's no subcategories
Yeah.
or sandwiches in this joint. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So simple signing on that one, my man. Yeah, that's why I'm saying like definition in this one matters because it's like
Okay.
also the same thing of like, well, okay, well think of it like this. If you said, hey, can I get a hot dog? And I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna give you a straight up big ass roll of pastrami, like or not pastrami. Sorry, pepperoni, right? Or like salami, like
In
that's
between two buns.
yeah. Well, like on a hot dog bun per se, if you want to call it that, like right, like
It's a hoagie.
Would you call that a hot dog though? No, because it's salami and it's pepperoni. Like it's not actually like the pork or the beef like hot dog. Like no, that's what I'm saying. Like hot dog matters because it's the own special type of meat with its own special type of rules per se.
Right.
Yeah.
I notice a lot of your argument is like about the bread,
Yeah.
but I do kind of want to point out that in Australia they eat sausage most of the time, and
Yeah.
they don't put it on a hot dog roll.
No.
They put it on a slice of bread.
Right. Yeah, you could put it on a slice of bread. Same thing with like spaghetti. I put it on a slice of bread, and at the same point, like, is that a sandwich or is that toast?
I've
Gotcha.
truly never thought of
Yeah, right. Got you there. Yeah. You're right. Is that
I had to take
avocado?
a
Is that
second.
avocado toast or
was
like right? What is this? Yeah, is this meat toast or is this a sandwich?
That was a beautiful
Or if
pause.
I fold this son of a bitch in half, like is this a taco or like same thing with pizza?
Yeah.
Like if I fold that pizza in half, right? Is that a
That's how I
sandwich?
eat my pizza.
Yeah, is that a sandwich though?
It's a hot dog. I'm just
Or
kidding.
it's a taco, right?
It's like a taco.
Right. That's what I'm saying there. Yeah. So that's why I'm like,
Okay, but have you ever had a hot dog where the bun breaks?
yeah, of course.
So
But have you ever had a hot dog where like the bun actually doesn't split in half? Like it's actually just like an opening. You ever had that?
yeah.
Like Sonora dogs, for instance. Like I love Sonora dogs. Like it's a Mexican hot dog, especially like in Tucson, Arizona. Like we love like Sonora dogs there. And it's basically a bacon wrapped hot dog, and they can either like pan it out or fry it. It's awesome. They'll put it in its own special bun, like that they have bakeries for.
Wow.
And it's really fat, so that way you can either fit a lot of toppings and you can fit like 2 dogs in there if you want.
Damn.
Yeah, you can have a double dog. It's awesome.
Damn.
And then they'll have like pinto beans, tomatoes, diced onion with like either like a spicy like jalapeno kind of sauce with like a streak of mustard and then like a zigzag of like mayo. Like, and it's out of this world. That's like its own category. And that is like under the subcategory of hot dog because it's following the rules of the hot dog. Like not of a sandwich.
Gotcha.
You know, that's where my argument is with this. So, no, a hot dog is not a sandwich.
Okay. Ernest, would you like to bring up some of your main points now that Isaac can rebuttal? For the side of yes, it is a sandwich.
I have hit him with all I had. But I have one more.
Yeah. All right. Let me squash this.
I have one more that we didn't really talk too much about.
Okay.
Which was the Subway.
Subway. Yeah, what about it?
Well, which is the Subway. Because, like, their buns are connected.
Yeah.
Just like a hot dog.
Yeah, that's a hoagie.
It's a hoagie. But why can't a hot dog be a hoagie?
Because again, it's its own set of rules, you know, like a hot dog. Like actually, if you go to New York, what is one thing you never asked to put on a hot dog? Ketchup.
Why?
Ketchup. Hot dogs are always served with mustard.
Really?
Yes, that's when when hot dogs like first started in the hot dog stand. Like again, they were predominantly very Jewish. So like the thing is, though, is like they would have mustard, relish, and like sauerkraut. Like those were pretty much like your only like toppings. Like especially just most of the time they would just have mustard. You would never put like a ketchup like on a hot dog.
What changed?
It's the burger. You know, that's the thing. Is like you would put the ketchup on a burger. Like they would tell you like ketchup goes on a burger, not on a hot dog. And of course, it just changed. You know, because like
because now
people
you
like
think,
ketchup.
you think,
know, and they
think
just want to put
hot dog-
ketchup on
I mean,
everything.
you think hot dog, you think ketchup and mustard, like that's it.
No, but
Like
normally
basic ones,
right.
basic hot dog.
Yeah, you know, normally I would say in today's that would normally be the basic, but like actually like standard wise, like the true standard hot dog is really just a broiled beef frank hot dog and a bun with mustard. That is it. Like that was like the original rules like of the hot dog. And it has specific rules, you know.
Yeah.
Same thing as like you would say like brats. Brats have very specific rules of themselves. And that's where it's like
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what the hell a brat is.
it's like, you know, sausage. It's a type of sausage.
It's
A Bratsworth? Is that what it is?
I
Yeah,
don't wanna say
bratwurst
it's thicker.
or kielbasa
it's bigger.
or like Italian sausage.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
okay,
You know,
okay,
like
okay.
yeah, they're basically all like the same thing. And see, like exactly, those have categories under like the sausage, right? So they have rules. Same thing with like the hot
But if you
dog.
were to throw that sausage in between two buns, it's a hot dog.
Yeah, or like you call it a brat.
It is a brat.
Yeah, it's a brat because it means a certain type of meat, which is predominantly pork.
Okay.
And then a certain type of fat ratio. So it either like have like and then especially with brats, they have like their the encasing. That's what makes them like
Fully encased.
yeah, they're
in the
fully
bread.
yeah, they're fully encased. Well, no, the meat is like, you know, like how they have like the intestine encasing.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying, right? Like brats like have those specific type of rules. Same thing with hot dogs. Hot dogs are either encased with just
So your main point is that these food options have rules.
yeah, I would. Well, that's the whole point of like these cultures and like why like they like made these things like this way. Like the thing is, though, is right. I would say that like a taco has rules, but the thing is, though, is that like you can get so creative within these rules that they can kind of be like miscued. You know, like we could call ramen soup all day long, but like ramen does have like a set of rules. It has like a base, it has like a what's it called? Like a dashi.
So
like,
when you break these rules, what would you call the item if you break the rules?
You may call it like something else. Some people may call it like, you know, like hodgepodge, you know, like where they just kind of like make something up. Like,
So right, let's
know.
say it's 3 a.m.
mm-hmm.
You did some activities. You
Right.
throw some stuff together.
Yeah.
You would call it a sandwich, or would you call it a hot dog?
Well, what are you throwing together?
Throwing together, let's say a wiener.
Yeah. Put a wiener in a
Put
bun.
a wiener in a bun.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm gonna throw some cheese on there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put some beef on there.
Nah, that's a chili dog, man.
That's a chili dog.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, still a
but,
hot
but
dog.
like I grip it too hard.
Yeah.
Like I gripped it too hard. It broke
As
the
you do
bottom.
with all your
Boom.
wieners, yes.
Yeah, I gripped it way too.
And your meat just fell out.
No. Me stayed in there intact. It bread fell apart.
Okay.
But now it's kind of mushed.
Right.
Now it's flat.
Yeah.
It looks exactly like a sandwich, built like a sandwich, has everything that a sandwich has.
Yeah.
What's stopping it from being a sandwich? Nothing.
It's
Nothing.
No,
No.
it's not a sandwich.
Why wouldn't it be a sandwich if it's literally a sandwich?
Again, well, it has it's
Okay,
a
well,
hot dog or
okay,
it's a set
okay.
type of dog. It's
Okay,
a,
but
that's
hear
a
me,
chili
but hear me
dog.
out. Hear me out.
Yeah,
Here's the
yeah.
revelation I'm trying to say.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because you're saying about rules, and I agree with you.
Yeah.
And I honestly, like I said in the beginning, I agree that it should be its own category. But that's not what we're
It
talking
is.
about here. That's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about plainly, is a hot dog a sandwich? Yes
No.
or no? I know you said no. I know you said no.
Mm-hmm.
But
Right.
if I were to just eat it,
Mm-hmm.
just eat it,
Mm-hmm.
like I would a sandwich,
Mm-hmm.
which is the exact same thing, 2 buns
Mm-hmm.
and the meat inside,
Mm-hmm.
or the toppings or whatever you want to do inside.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just eating it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm eating the exact same way I'm eating a sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
What is not? How is that not a sandwich?
Well, you know,
It's just by
I eat a
technicality.
sandwich. I eat
by
a sandwich,
technicality.
but I eat a sandwich the same way I eat a quesadilla. I eat a sandwich the same way I eat a chicken finger. It doesn't like just because the way you like.
No,
you
no.
eat
I'm
it-
talking. We were talking about the bun at first, but
Yeah.
now we forgot about the bun. We're talking about chicken fingers. They don't got buns.
Right. They don't have buns.
I'm talking about food with buns.
Right. Yeah.
So
Right.
some buns.
Right. Food with buns. Right.
So yeah, no. Hot dog's definitely a sandwich. Because like if you think about it that way,
But it's not. Again, I know like right, we keep going back to it, but at the same time, it does have its own set of rules. Because even then, like think of it like barbecue. Barbecue has its own set of rules and its own set of types. You would say.
you're talking about the act of barbecuing.
Yes,
Or
like
sauce?
you would say, like there's Texas
Okay,
barbecue, there's
okay.
Memphis barbecue, there's whole hog, right? Like same thing with actually the hot dog. Like you actually do like you have like the Coney Island hot dog, you have
Right.
Chicago dog, you have
course, New
Snore
York.
dog, right? So they do have like their own categories like of like what they are, and they do kind of have their own set of rules. You can miscue obviously the rules to like.
So if
your
I
own
were to
taste
take
benefits.
if I were to take a pork hot dog, like a regular standard, beef pork, whatever you
Yeah.
want to do,
Yeah.
and you put it on a regular bun.
Yeah,
Let's say like a
Boom.
brioche bun.
yeah.
Put it on there. Fold it.
Mhm.
How is that turning into a hot dog?
Still the
It's
hot
still
dog.
a sandwich.
It's not.
I just folded the bread.
Yeah. But then again, that's what I'm saying. Why is that not a piece of toast then?
Because what do you mean? What do you mean? I didn't toast the bun.
Right, but then like okay,
Toasting
then,
is
all right,
an
then why
act
is that
of
not
toasting the bun.
Then why is that not a taco?
Well, tacos, I'm going to go back to my research here. Tacos were first invented within the name of back in the 18th century in the Mexican silver mines. They called sticks of dynamite tacos when they encased them in the mine. And then that gave them the idea to put meat in between a tortilla, which, if you think about it, what does a stick of dynamite look like more? A hot dog.
What are you stopping your finger for?
See?
She's defending my point.
No, she's not.
I'm adding information to points.
Yeah.
She just explained that a taco is basically a hot dog.
Right. Which basically
Exactly.
is saying that like you could like say the argument of actually like it's not under a sandwich, it's actually under taco.
But under certain rules that like Ernest is bringing up of the subcategories and how it's all kind of similar. If a hot dog is a sandwich, under the same rules, a taco would also be considered a sandwich.
And I'm okay with that. I can live with that.
But then it's like, well, which one actually trumps over the other? You know what I'm saying?
Tacos every day.
Right, tacos every day, from my
every
opinion.
day, but that's
Right,
not what we're
but
not talking
then-
about who's better here.
Right.
If I was gonna choose between a taco or a glizzy, I'm gonna go taco every time.
But
that's
then,
not-
but then once we start saying like, okay, these things can start trumping over one another, then it's actually, you know what? They're actually going to be their own, you know, because like they all start to like play into each other so much.
which I agree.
That's why we keep them separate like that. That's why I'm saying like, no, a hot dog is not a sandwich, you know, like just because like you may change the bread or right, like you may change a little bit of the form, like it's not a sandwich. Like, you know what? I'll say it's a sandwich if you literally just take 2 pieces like of like toast, you chop it up and I don't know, you put some like lettuce and like mayo and like all of that into it and you put it all in there. Sure, because then you're using like the hot dog essentially as like little like meat toppings for your sandwich. However, if
that's
you
the same
have-
thing as a hot dog.
But if you have the hot dog,
So
like
the same exact
long as
ingredients.
itself, you know, with like the bun.
You're saying
you know.
a fully intact glizzy is a hot dog, and then if
Yes.
you were to chop up a glizzy and put it in a bun, it would be different. It'd be a sandwich.
Yes.
So if I were to chop up a hot dog and put it in a regular hot dog bun, would it not be a sandwich? By your logic.
No.
You just
wait. I'm sorry. What was that question? Yeah.
you
sorry.
said that if you were to chop up chop up a hot dog, and then put all the garnish, all the stuff you want on there,
Yeah.
close it as a sandwich, like a classic sandwich.
Yeah.
It's considered a sandwich. But if I were to do that exact same process, but put it in a hot dog bun,
Oh no, then that's a hot dog.
but how?
Because
Why?
you're building it like a hot dog, you know, like that's a hot dog. You're just basically making it easier.
It's just
I
a
guess,
different
to
bun.
chew
It's
for
just
you.
a different bun.
The thing is though is that like okay, what the point I guess I was trying to make is that like look, if you were taking like the hot dog and you were like chopping it up and you threw it in like your chili, like I'm not gonna call your chili a hot dog, you know, like I'll call it hot dog chili, you know, like because that's what's in it. That's what I mean by like the whole sandwich thing. Like if you started saying like I'm gonna chop up a hot dog, put some like ham, mayo, and like lettuce and cheese and like 2 buns of bread. Yeah, I'm gonna call that a sandwich. Yes, it does have like hot dog in it. That's a sandwich though. You're building it like a sandwich. It's a sandwich, you know. But as soon as you pull out that hot dog bun and you just basically keep that glizzy intact, right? And then like you just slap some of that that mustard on it. Like, yeah, that's a hot dog, you know, all day, you know. So
So now you're saying that the only reason it's a hot dog is because the glizzy's fully intact.
It not per se, because you know, like kids, right? Like they have like cut up hot dogs, you know, like all the time, and like that's still a hot dog. It's just cut up, and they're just dipping it in their ketchup. Yeah, it's a hot dog.
But if you chop it up, you just said
It's a
it
hot
could be
dog.
a sandwich.
No, I'm saying if you chopped it up, and that's what I'm saying. Like you like, you know, like that's what I'm saying. Like you like threw it in like with like salami and ham and like mustard, mayo with like lettuce, tomato, 2 buns of
But what's stopping you from putting that on a hot dog?
Well, that again, that's a hot dog, you know.
But okay, so if I had a hot dog and I put ham, salami,
Mm-hmm.
pepper jack cheese, threw it all on the hot dog,
Right.
that's just like what? That's the same exact thing as a sandwich,
Mm-hmm.
just a different bread style.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a sandwich.
But that's a hot dog.
He's doubling down on you.
Right. But like you defended my point a little bit by saying that you
actually I do understand like what I did there, like because that does kind of open the gate to say like it could be. That's what I'm saying. Like they start to like trump over each other and they start to be like miscue so much that yes, you could literally think like that is a sandwich. But however, under like those rules and how like you're building it, that's a hot dog. Like you're basically then creating like what I would call like an Italian like pastrami like like an Italian pastrami like hot dog, you know.
Yeah, but if I had a hoagie
Yeah.
from Subway,
Mm-hmm.
it's the same bun as a hot dog bun, just bigger.
Yeah, but like I mean,
That's
what are you
considered a
doing? You're just
sandwich?
laying down like 5 hot dogs in a row and this big ass hoagie.
You could.
I'm gonna
You
call that a
could.
hot dog then. I guess it's just the world's biggest like hot dog with like because I'm
nah.
like, how's this guy gonna make a bun? You know,
Listen,
like it's gonna be like look like a hoagie, of course.
If I go to Subway and I ate a sandwich like this,
yeah,
I flipped it, and instead of like having the opening this way,
yeah.
flipped it.
Boom, taco.
What?
What?
That's a sandwich. It's
Yeah,
the
that's
same
What do you
sandwich.
mean? The opening is up. You just
No,
said like it's a taco.
Okay, you go to Subway and you make it the same way. Like you just make a
Boom.
sandwich.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah, made the
okay.
sandwich,
The
put
sandwich
it
is
on
in
the
front of
side.
you. The sandwich is in front of you, right? It's the same. Matter of fact,
Yeah. Boom. Yeah, I'm
right.
gonna
This
build
is the
this with
sandwich.
you.
This is the sandwich.
Yeah.
Can you catch this sandwich?
boom.
Now, if I were to eat it like this,
Oh my god, you made a taco.
ain't no way. That's
What do you mean? This is a taco all day long.
This is a taco. If it was a taco,
Yeah, that's a taco.
but it's the same sandwich. I'm just eating it like this. I didn't move. I didn't change any ingredient. I'm just eating it like this.
yeah,
How is that not still a sandwich?
I'm saying that's like right. It is still a sandwich. I'm
Thank
just
you,
saying.
thank you.
No.
That's it. Case closed.
But I'm just saying for case argument of definition, then that's a taco. Like that's what what you're trying. Like
so if I
the
ate it-
argument
so
that you're
if-
trying to make
so if-
essentially.
So if I ate a sandwich like this, it turns into a taco. Now I'm eating a taco.
You know what? Sure. Yeah. That's what I'm gonna call it as. Well, that's what like that's the point that I'm trying to make is that like like a hot dog does like have its set of rules, you know?
Right.
Like if I were to take the sandwich and I were to like literally just take the top bun off and I were to just fold it in half, could I call this a hot dog? Even though like there's no hot dog in it, it's just ham.
I think it'd be still the sandwich.
Ham
The
and
OG sandwich, just eating it with one hand.
yeah, but why is that not a hot dog if there's no hot dog meat into it? It's just ham and turkey and lettuce and mayo, but
That's what I'm saying.
a folded in half bun.
It's interchangeable. You can be eating a hot dog and you can be eating a sandwich at the same time.
Right, that's my point. But you wouldn't call that you wouldn't call that a hot dog. You'd be like, no, that's a hoagie sandwich right there, right? Yeah, you would call that like a hoagie sandwich. Like, no, it's not a hot dog per se. Hot dog has to involve hot dog, you know, and like once you kind of like build things around like that meat per se, the hot dog meat. That's what makes it a hot dog. I would definitely
So you're saying, okay, you're saying.
Is that like if you basically build
Around the
hot dog, that's what makes it a hot dog. Same thing like as you would like say like quesadilla, right? What would I would say is a quesadilla? It's building around the tortilla and the cheese. Like you could add chicken, you could add steak, you could add lettuce, tomato, you could add all chili, whatever you want, you know, like. But it's building around the cheese and the tortilla. That's defining it as a quesadilla.
Fair.
What defines a hot dog is you're building around your hot dog. Like, a sandwich is kind of like could technically be anything. You know, that's
like a hot dog.
Sure.
Okay, again.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not like. But then why would I call like every sandwich a hot dog?
You don't have to call every sandwich a hot dog.
Right, but you don't have to call every hot dog a sandwich.
Exactly.
What was that face?
Right, exactly, right. Yeah.
Right, okay, so we can agree.
That face is gonna be the thumbnail.
What we agree with for sure is that one, hot dogs
Yeah.
in the perfect world are their own thing.
Yeah.
They have their own rules.
Right.
Every food has their own rules.
Right.
But in this scenario, we just want to figure out if these rules didn't have to play a part. Like, let's say we didn't have to separate everything by categories.
Okay.
And we just had to go simply based on the fact that the way you're eating it defines what it is.
Yeah.
It would still be a sandwich.
Sure, you
If
could
we didn't
say
have
that,
to, like, if we didn't have to manipulate the way we were define things.
You could say that, but the thing is, though, is that like
Vienna
the reason,
sausages.
The
Have you ever
reason
had a
why
Vienna
we say,
sausage?
huh?
You ever had a Vienna sausage?
Yeah.
Okay. You ever put that in a sandwich? Those aren't technically sausages, but you would like mush them. You can
Right.
mush them
Right.
and make like a sandwich with them,
True. I guess.
right? If I were to get a hot dog bun, put a bunch of Vienna sausages in it, squish it up, now, and close it, is that still not a hot dog or is that a sandwich?
I don't think I've had a Vienna sausage. What is Vienna sausage again?
You know Vienna sausages? They're like the baby ones that come in the little cans.
Again, not a sponsor.
I gotta look this up. Are they like those like?
They're pretty good. They're pretty good. I mean,
I think I'm thinking of the wrong thing.
they're like small. They're like you can smush them and make like little crackers with them.
Yeah, let me see. Vienna sausage.
I got you.
Cereal.
Yeah.
I feel like. I mean, it's
These little things.
you've made them before, right? Okay.
Well, yeah. Then I'd say they're like a bunch of. You're just putting together a bunch of mini dogs. So,
Mini dogs.
Yeah, but then like, what you mush them together?
Mush them together. Now it goes from being a hot dog to a sandwich.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because then, like, what you can add like toppings and like all that to it, like
So just like a sandwich.
Okay, so this is what I would say, right?
Okay, so any
Is that
any
a sandwich
topping,
is you're gonna basically build around the bread. That's what I would say. Like is kind of like the sandwiches. Like when you start to build around the two centerpieces, that's what defines a sandwich.
a
Right?
hot dog has two center pieces.
Not it can, but it cannot. Remember, like it can also
Some of them
like
come. Yes, some of them come attached.
right,
Right. Correct.
right. But that's what I'm saying. When you start to build around like those two like things, but remember, a hot dog we're building around the hot dog. We're building around like that the meat. With I would say the sandwich, you're basically it's all about layering like the bread like between the two layers. That's kind of like the point of like the sandwich. And the thing is though is that like the reason why we can say like, you know what, burgers are sandwich, tacos are sandwiches, hot dogs are sandwiches.
Thank you.
Sure, you know what, we could say all of these things are under these things, but however, at the end of the day, like, not gonna lie, when I have like a salami sandwich, or then like later on I have like a ham and a turkey sandwich, They may be different, but they kind of do taste the same. It's not it's not as distinct as it tastes like a hot dog. It's not as distinct as like a taco. It's not as distinct as a burger.
There is a taste difference.
Right.
For sure,
There's a
for sure.
complete taste
But it's
difference.
also how you
That's
depends
why-
how you build it.
That's why I'm saying like, right, like these things, like, right, their definitions, they could start to layer on top of each other, and we could start saying, you know what, everything is actually a taco. You know what, everything is actually a sandwich. Everything is actually a hot dog. But because they layer their definitions so much, we're like, actually, you know what, they're technically their own things. And then like what I would describe as like a taco, essentially, is like you're building around toppings around either a hard shell or a soft shell.
Correct.
That's what defines like a taco. That it's not really particularly the filling, What matters with a hot dog is that filling. You're building around the meat of a hot dog. That's what defines a hot dog from being a sandwich.
So you're building around the meat of a hot dog.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't matter the bun. It's the meat of the hot dog.
Yes. Does not matter the bun.
Does not matter the bun.
Right.
So if I were to put it in a regular brioche bun,
Yeah.
still a hot dog.
Yes.
So if I were to have regular burger
Mm-hmm.
with just a hot dog in it,
Yeah. Because then
It's a
you
hot
know
dog.
what? You would start to call these different styles of hot dogs. Because then like you would start to say, you know what? This is actually like a butterfly hot dog. And like people would do that. They would actually butterfly hot dogs. They would put two of them in like a brioche sandwich, brioche like buns. And yeah, you know what? It looks like a sandwich, but no, it's a hot dog. It's just a different style. Yeah, and it's more sandwich-like, but that's a different style.
So you're admitting he's right.
What do you mean?
The way you're saying it's the different styles, but you're saying like down to the base level, you kind of just admitted he's right. Like you,
How?
because you just
So,
broke
like-
it down to the different styles,
So,
and you're like, yeah.
right.
So then technically a hot dog could be a sandwich. You said that like 2
It
minutes
could,
ago.
right. Well, what I mean by that is that, like, right, like you could say like this sandwich look-alike,
impersonator.
right? It's actually a different style.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say.
So like
Actually,
a hot dog is a parody of a sandwich.
yes, it is, and that's what I'm saying. Like, because then like, right, you could say like, yeah. Same thing. Taco is a parody of like a
Okay,
sandwich.
well, okay, let's go
or
back
a
to-
sandwich
let's go-
is a parody of a taco.
YouTube.
Right. YouTube.
Back in like 2012,
Mm-hmm.
there was a lot of parodies going on.
Mm.
Katy Perry, Maroon 5. Yo, hear me out.
Stupid.
Hear me out. These are parodies, but technically, they're still songs,
Yeah. Right.
right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a parody, but it's technically still a sandwich.
What? I'm so lost there. I'm not gonna lie. I was so lost there.
Because you say it's like a parody of a sandwich. A hot dog is a parody of a sandwich.
Yeah.
But when you parody something in base form, it's still the same thing. So back in those days, they were parodying songs, but they're technically still songs you can listen to and enjoy. A hot dog is a parody of a sandwich, you said.
Yeah.
So technically, base level, it is a sandwich.
So then, like, with that layer, then, like, why would you not say like a pie is a sandwich?
Well, pie has crust.
Yeah. So is a sandwich.
Damn.
Fuck.
Damn.
That
There's the one.
that was a good left turn.
That was, yo, I
That
did not
was-
think of the crust on the bread.
Right.
Did not think of the, wait, but hot dog buns don't have crust.
Yeah. Exactly. That's why it's a hot dog.
Mm.
Don't wink.
That made me feel a little uncomfortable. I don't know how I
Wow.
feel.
There you go. Right. That's what
Damn.
I'm saying. Like
You got a point?
right. It doesn't like that's what I'm saying. Like we could start saying like all these definitions start to layer under each other. But that's what I'm saying. A hot dog is the hot dog. It does have specific rules to it, Like and it does have a specific flavor, When you start to basically say like, you know what, I'm gonna take brioche bun.
Wait.
I'm
Go back to the pie.
Yeah, to the pie. What about it?
You said the pie is a sandwich?
Yeah, why not?
But how?
It's encased. What you guys say is like right, like it's encased in bread, right?
It's a filling in between bread.
Mm-hmm.
It is bread. It is it bread?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's dough.
It is bread.
Yeah,
It's baked bread.
yeah.
But that's more like a,
Mm.
I don't know. It doesn't seem right.
See, right, and then that's why. Okay, then like same thing. Would you consider a wrap a sandwich?
Yes,
Technically, yeah,
I would.
Right.
because it's like everything a sandwich would have, just in a different form,
Mm-hmm.
just like a hot dog.
Yeah, I guess you could say, but like, why would you say it's like a sandwich?
Because it has everything you would eat on a sandwich,
Mm-hmm.
different style.
Okay.
So you're eating a sandwich, just more portable. I mean, a sandwich is already portable. It just gets like nothing's falling off the sides, basically. That's what I'm trying to say.
Right. Okay. Thing is, though, is it's that like right, like the wrap, right, doesn't particularly go with like the filling. Like that's the thing is that like right, it's the same definition as the sandwich, you know, like, but the thing is though is that like right, like it's a wrap, it encases around it. So then that's where we can say like, you know, if you think like the wrap is a sandwich, a pie is too.
I feel
Do
like
you think a pie is the same?
No, I don't think a pie is a sandwich. A pie is a pie. You know, yeah. Like I'm just saying here, like that's what I'm saying. Like, right, if you
Yeah.
think like a wrap is like a sandwich, right, then like we can then start.
So
to
we went from
argue
hot
saying-
dog to wrap to pie.
Yeah,
So
right.
if you believe a hot dog is a sandwich, then you have to believe that a pie is a sandwich.
Sure, why not?
Why does it have to go all the way to pies? Can't we just keep it at
That's
hot
why. That's why exactly I'm trying to say is that like right, just because it involves bread and a filling doesn't mean everything is like a sandwich or
But I feel
with
like
that category.
the determining factor between a pie and a hot dog or a sandwich, you bake it.
Okay,
You
but
don't bake a hot dog or a sandwich.
yeah, you can't toast the bun of a sandwich.
Yeah, but you're not baking it.
Why not?
Do you ever put a pie in a toaster?
I mean, yeah, I don't you bake a meatball sandwich?
You bake a meatball sandwich?
Well, yeah, don't you? Like,
put it in
you
the
do.
oven?
Yes, you put it in the
Really?
oven.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
yeah, or what? Like
I thought you just toasted the bread.
or a chicken parmesan sandwich.
Really? I did not know you do this in the oven.
Yeah, see, man.
I'm not a chef.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm
Don't eat
saying.
my cooking.
And that's what I'm saying is that like right, like I love cooking, and that's why I'm like a lot of these definitions matter. Like I understand we could argue all day and say like, you know what, everything is a hot dog, everything's a taco, everything's a sandwich. But that's why I'm like, when they start to overlap each other, no. Like when you get into the kitchen, they matter. When I say hot dog as a chef, I do not mean like give me like you know, ham and cheese and 2 buns and then like look at me in my face and laugh at me and tell me that's a hot dog, like is a sandwich. And it's like, no, like a hot dog is a hot dog. Like I hate to tell you that.
Right. But chefs love to break rules.
Yeah, of course.
And
But they also
typically-
love to abide by them.
they do in certain aspects. Like, you know, you don't want to keep your chicken raw.
Right.
But like I'm a server.
Yeah.
So I know my boss has a bunch of experience. Like he used to cook for a bunch of different places. But
Right.
at the end of the day, they have a recipe
Right.
they have to follow.
Right.
So if you were to say hot dog, but the recipe is built the way of a sandwich, you know what I'm saying? Like no
Right.
one's gonna yell at you
But-
and look at you different.
But the same thing is like right, like to go back with like with a taco, you know, like what's the recipe of a taco?
Okay.
It's really just like hard shell, soft shell, and then filling. Like that's the recipe. That's it. That's it. If you follow by those 2 rules, like that's a taco.
Okay.
Like all day, you know. But same thing with the hot dog. It's just like either beef frank or you know pork hot dog, and then that's it. That's it. Just
So-
you know base like and then like base it like you build like around that.
So if I were to get a hot dog bun,
Yeah.
and let's say I don't have hot dogs in my house, like
Right.
I got peanut butter and I got jelly
Yeah. That's a peanut butter and jelly sandwich all day.
all day, even using that bread.
Yeah.
The second I introduce a hot dog to it, it's a hot dog.
Yeah.
Why?
Because you're eating the hot dog, my man. You're not eating like a peanut butter and jelly, you know, like
Hot dog
right. I wouldn't call that a hot dog. That's a
is
peanut
a
butter.
peanut butter and hot dog sandwich.
But there is no hot dog in that, right? That's a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, right?
And I throw a hot dog in there. I found a hot dog. We just made.
Oh, then
peanut
that's a
butter-
hot dog. Yeah, if you threw a hot dog in there. But I'm saying like if you were saying with the hot dog bun, like you were saying like I
yeah.
took the hot dog bun and then I just put peanut butter and jelly.
I put whatever in that bun.
on both those sides, and then no hot dog, and you just squish those together.
So the
That's what
second
I'm
I
saying
int-
it's just a peanut
the-
butter and
the
jelly.
second I introduce a sausage or something in that category,
Yeah,
it's considered a hot dog.
yeah,
So
because you're eating a hot dog,
So
right?
yeah, so you're saying the actual physicality of the hot dog itself
Yes,
is the difference. then.
Well, yeah. I mean, like, look, like, I'm not gonna lie. I take hot dog buns and I basically split them in half, put butter and like garlic powder on them, and I bake them and I make garlic sticks. You know, like that's what I do. But like the thing is, I was like, right,
What a show off. Well,
I'm just saying, like,
impress.
look, it's just a bread. Like, yeah, it's called a hot dog bun, but like, it's meant for the hot dog, right? Like, yeah, like if I was just taking a hot dog bun, like you said, I put peanut butter and jelly, squish them together and eat it. There's no hot dog in that. That's just a peanut butter and jelly like sandwich, you know? Like you can't call that a hot dog because there's no hot dog, right?
Okay.
Yeah. As soon as you enter like a hot dog and that peanut butter and jelly, you know, yeah, that's a peanut butter and jelly hot dog.
So any meat is fine as long as it's not a hot dog. You're saying like I put pepperoni, turkey, anything in that hot dog bun, and it's a sandwich.
Yeah.
The second I introduce a sausage, then but isn't like pepperoni like just sliced up?
Yeah, that's sliced. Yeah.
So if I were to slice up a hot dog and put it in there, it's a sandwich.
Yeah. If you were putting it with like ham, like pastrami and like lettuce and all that, yeah, that's a sandwich. Yeah.
But if it's just
like,
whole, if the sausage is fully intact, like we mentioned earlier, then it's a hot dog.
So like that's what I'm saying is that like because you're mix matching your ingredients, you know, that's what makes it a sandwich. A sandwich is all about mix match like ingredients. Like the thing is though is that like with a hot dog, you basically center it around the meat, you know?
Gotcha.
Like that's the thing. You know, like with the sandwich, like right, you could center around the meat, you know, but the thing is though is that like the filling to it matters, you know.
Okay.
With the hot dog, the filling doesn't even matter, neither does the bread. It's really just the hot dog. Like if you're basically building around that hot dog and it's the center of attention, that's a hot dog, you know. Like so that's what I would say.
All right. I feel like that's our time.
Yeah.
Today.
Okay.
What exactly? How long has this been?
45 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah, I would say that's our time for
That's
this
good.
debate.
Good.
Do either of you have any closing statements you would like to say?
I would like to say
Round
something
up your
real quick. I would like to
arguments?
say something real quick.
Ernest, yes.
I would like to say something. Isaac, I respect you.
I respect you too.
I'm glad we had this conversation.
Yeah, same.
I would like to say that no matter how we define our glizzy hot dog,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, we're enjoying the hot dog.
Exactly. We're enjoying the
No
hot
matter
dog.
what it is, you know what I'm
Matter.
saying? We will enjoy it.
Right. Yeah.
If it's a sandwich, it's a hot dog, doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
At the end of the day,
Yeah. Go to Sam's Club, get yourself a $1.50 combo.
There you go.
You know,
Exactly.
You're gonna have a good day.
you're going to have a good one.
Right.
Any closing statements, Isaac?
Nah, that was it. Yeah, I'm gonna go to Sam's Club now. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, I don't got a Santa Club membership, so I'm going to go do the 7-Eleven.
Oh shoot. I'll just send you a picture. No matter. Yeah. Just kidding. Don't do it.
All right. Well, thank you both for coming on,
All right.
presenting your arguments. Thank you for whoever decided to listen to this and just laugh at all this. Now, go back and think about what you just heard. Think about your arguments. And once this releases, I guess, or right after this, you can poll on our Instagram at the 2am debates. And you can choose which side that you prefer. If hot dog, yes, it is a sandwich with Ernest. No, it is not a sandwich with Isaac. And just share your opinion there.
All right.
But thank you again for everyone listening.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
And
Thank
good
you.
night, everyone.
Good night,
Enjoy your
guys.
morning.
Appreciate you.
Hey everyone, it's your host Jenna Hernandez here. I just wanted to make sure everyone knew the polls of last week's episode, and according to our results, pancakes won by a landslide versus waffles. I really hope you enjoyed listening to that episode as well as this one, and tune in next week when we find out if a hot dog really is a sandwich according to all of you. Bye!